Hello, good evening, guys.
Hello, good evening. How you doing?
Not bad. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Thank you guys for joining on time. How's the weather, or what's the weather like right now in your city, guys?
Here in Honduras is hot.
As well in my place, teacher. It's where I'm hot.
Yeah, it's way too much right now, right? Yes, it's very hot here as well, but still. And the problem is that I don't know if this is your case, but I can't sleep well because I don't have air conditioning. Um, so it's just the fan, and it doesn't work, I think, because I cannot put it very close to my bed because I will get sick the next day. But too late, I mean too far, it's also um not good enough. So I can't sleep sometimes. Yesterday I couldn't sleep well. And that's killing me.
I don't have issues for sleep. When I want to sleep, I hit the sack very fast, so I don't have that issue.
What do you do for to sleep?
Well, I just get myself tired,
Oh,
um, doing homework or something like that, and if I want to sleep, there's nothing that can stop me.
okay. Sometimes I read because reading it's something that helps you to sleep for sure. But when I have to go to work the next day, I mean, I cannot start sleeping. I mean, reading after the class, of course. Okay, so guys, but thank you. I hope you are doing good. Thank you so much for joining in. We are going to start the class because today we have another topic. If yesterday's topic was important, today's topic is even more important because we use it more often, I guess. But before that, we are going to start with Rudy's presentation, okay? So Rudy, are you ready?
Yes, teacher. I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to choose 3 random questions from these 5 questions, so let's go. Okay, so tell me about yourself.
Sure, teacher. Of course, I'm a person who is passionate about learning and personal growth. I consider myself a curious person, and I'm always looking for new challenges and opportunities to expand my knowledge. Recently, I graduated with a bachelor degree in graphic design, and I have worked around marketing, print media, and web design. Throughout this time, I have acquired skills in general design, advertising, marketing, and front-end programming. And I have had the opportunity to collaborate on interesting projects that have allowed me to develop my skills. In addition to my professional career, I love to dedicate time to my personal passions. I enjoy drawing, listening to music, sometimes cooking or watching series. These activities allow me to maintain a balance between my professional and personal life, which I consider essential for my well-being. In summary, I am a person committed to my personal and professional development, always willing to face new challenges and learn from new experiences. I am excited for the opportunities that the future may bring, and of course, I'm ready for it.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, sounds good. Perfect. Okay, and tell me, why do you think you are the best person for this job?
I believe that I'm the best person for this job, for this role, Due to my unique combination of skills, experience, and passion for design, programming, and marketing, which during my career I have developed because I consider them essential to succeed in this position. In addition to my technical skills, I also possess excellent communication and teamwork skills, which allow me to collaborate effectively with coworkers or clients. I strongly believe in the importance of collaboration and building a strong relationship to achieve outstanding results. I also stand out for my ability to solve problems and adapt quickly, which I consider essential to face the changing challenges and high pressure situations that can arise in this position. I'm very excited about the opportunity to contribute my experience and skills. I strongly believe that my passion for programming and design and my ability to adapt make me an excellent choice for this role. I sincerely appreciate your consideration of being part of this company and contributing to its continued success.
Okay, okay, very good. Thank you. And tell me, talking about your personal life, you talked about balance between your personal and professional life. Sometimes I know that uh, your personal life or your professional life can get some stress for you. So, how do you handle stress and pressure?
Yes, yes, that's a good question. I believe that managing stress and pressure is essential in order to maintain high performance and a positive attitude at work. There are several strategies that I apply to deal with this situation. First, organization and planning. Before tackling a task or project, I make sure that I have clear plans and set priorities. And second, open communication. When I'm facing a stressful or pressure situation, I believe in the importance of communicating openly and honestly with my team. And a third one, stress and management techniques. I apply techniques such as the breathing, meditations, and regular physical exercise to manage stress. This practice helped me to stay calm and improve my focus to make effective decisions. Another one is teamwork. I recognize that I cannot do everything by myself. In high pressure situations, I am willing to delegate tasks to my team members with the right skills. There are, these are just some of the strategies I use to manage stress and pressure effectively. I'm open to learning and applying new techniques since I consider that personal development and well-being are essential for a successful performance at work.
Okay, perfect. Right. All that information is important, of course. So thank you so much, Rudy, for all your answers. And I hope everybody got some ideas from Rudy's presentation. So yeah, as I said, it seems that you have done your job. You went to the internet, you got a lot of good ideas, good phrases. You elaborated everything very good. So that is of course a good point. All right. My recommendation will not be anything related with grammar or anything because the grammar was on point. However, what you can do is because you got a lot of information here, you can try to use the what you think is more powerful. Oh, you can say, oh, this is very important because your answers were a little bit extended. Okay, so and that is good because that shows that you have a lot of information. Okay, but I would recommend to use those powerful sentences that you consider the best of everything, the best of the best. Okay, because if you mention the best ones, they will assume that you know the other ones that are not that good. Okay, so strive for the best. Okay, and then those powerful sentences, mix them with your natural language, with a smile. Try to sound friendly and smile sometimes. Yeah, like, sometimes I do some physical exercise. When I have time, I do this, but other times I just go for a walk, okay, and smile. That will uh, show that you are not just memorizing, but this is something that you are telling, okay? The difference between say and tell. Tell is like contar, right? You are contando something, you are telling something, okay? And they will pay more attention to you if they notice that you are talking from your heart, okay? Because if you start memorizing and saying everything by memory, they will lose a little of your attention, okay? So yeah, try to keep them engaged to your speak. But if you do that, that will be perfect, okay? Try to sound natural.
Okay, thank you for your recommendation, teacher. I will take it into account.
Okay, very good. Yeah, and that's for everybody. When you find something really powerful, oh, this is an awesome idea. So I will accommodate that to my speech, and I will include or I will mix it with something that comes from me. So in that way, they will think, oh, everything he said comes from him. Okay, good. But good job. Thank you, Rudy. Okay, very good. And we are going to start the class, guys. Do you remember what was yesterday's topic?
Reported speech.
Reported speech, okay? And Kevin was the only one who sent the homework to me, okay? Kevin, was it difficult?
I think that it's all about practice. It's not difficult, but it's kind of tricky. So I think I need more practice.
Exactly. Maybe at the beginning you need to go up and see what are the rules, what are the I mean what are the tenses that we are mixing, and then replacing the time um phrases as well. So yeah, at the beginning I agree with you. You need to practice. Okay, but you passed the test, which is really important. Okay, so very good. I'm happy, guys, that you learned that yesterday. Reported speech, it's kind of tricky and difficult. And moreover, if we cover all the tenses in one class, okay? So yes, we will have tomorrow the speaking class, and for tomorrow's speaking class, what we will do is we will maybe do a general review for these two topics because these two topics are actually really important. Okay, and today we are going to find out what is today's topic. Believe me, today's topic is a headache. Okay, for most of the students. So let's find out what it is. But guys, Fernando, you have a question?
Yes. So I was absent last class and I just heard it was a very important class. So could you please resume what did you saw in the class for me to um retake it?
Yeah, for sure. We are going to go over this real quick. And also, for you to check on that, I sent the presentation to the WhatsApp group so you can check everything, okay?
Okay, okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. And also, we have here this um, document, okay, that was the homework. I sent this to the WhatsApp group as well. What we were studying yesterday was the reported speech, okay? Can someone tell us what's the reported speech and when do we use it? Mhm.
Is when we tell someone what another person said.
Exactly, okay? Yes, when we report or tell what someone else said, okay? Example, I ask Rudy, Rudy, did you do your homework? And Rudy will tell me, no, teacher, I don't have time for homework. How do you report that? Rudy said, okay, Rudy said, and how do you pass this? I don't have time for homework. Guys, what did you learn yesterday? First, I don't have time for homework. I'm using present simple. For the reported speech, I'm going to use simple past. So Rudy said that he didn't have time for homework, teacher. Okay, when we talk in the reported speech, what we will do is we will do a back shift of the tense. That means we will go one tense backwards. For the present simple, we will go for the simple past. Example, I work in Paris. Okay, the reported speech will be, he said he worked in Paris. So here we are using present simple. We are going to use past simple. We will go backward. And when we use present continuous, which one is the one that we will use for the reported speech? Past continuous. I am working. He said he was working. Present continuous. Reported speech, past continuous. We went one tense back. And when we use the simple past, okay, I worked. Then for the reported speech, we will use past perfect. He said he had worked. All right? Then past continuous. What happens when they said, I was working at that time? I was working. To report this, we will say, he said he had been working. We will use past perfect continuous. He said he had been working. At the beginning, you will see, oh, this is too much information. But if you see, if all of this is here in one worksheet, that means that this is the way we learn it, okay? So present perfect simple. When we use the present perfect, okay, we are going to move to past perfect. Example, I have worked. Reported speech, I had worked. He said he had worked. And then here we have the last one, present perfect continuous. I have been working, easy. We are going to use have, but in the past form for the past perfect continuous. He said he had been working. He had been working, pretty simple. And when the report or when the direct speech is in past perfect or past perfect continuous, because it's already the past, we don't have more tenses to go backwards. So what we will do is we will use the same tense. I had worked. He said he had worked. I had been working. He said he had been working. So this is regarding all the tenses, okay, that we use. Perfect. But we have here some other verbs like the modal verbs. Will is a modal verb, okay? So instead of saying I will work, we will say he said he would work, okay? And if they use would, what happens, guys?
We use would as well.
We don't change anything. We will use would, okay? Would. Exactly. If I said I would work for you, you will say, oh, he said he would work for you. Okay, the same word, would. Can, can has a past form, which is could. So if I say I can sing, he said he could sing. Must, we will use have to. Okay, and if they use had to, then you will use had to as well. May, it has a past form which is might. May I help you? He asked me if he might help me. Okay? Might is the past form of may. Shall that we don't use, we use should. And if they use should, of course, we will not change it. Should will not change. Very good. This is, and also time references. Okay, instead of saying now, because it's not now anymore when you report it, you will use then. Instead of today, that day. Instead of here, you will say there. Instead of this, you will say that. And that's the table. Okay, so here, if you understand everything this is what we were studying yesterday. It's a complicated topic at the beginning, as I said, because there is a lot of information. But I recommend to just check this document and do these examples, these exercises, okay? You got the idea?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, yes, Fernando, and just go to this document or watch the presentation I shared so you can have a better idea. And as I said, tomorrow we are going to do a review of both topics.
Thank you, Otto.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, now let's continue with the class. Today we are going to start with this. I regret everything. I know that is not a good attitude, but tell me something that you regret doing. So please regret about something you did or you didn't do in the past. How do you say that? Something you regret. Hmm? Tell me something like, desearía nunca haber dejado la universidad. Oh, desearía haberme casado con tal persona. Oh, no me hubiera casado con tal persona. Okay, how do you regret in English?
Having a bad sleep schedule.
Okay, very good. Okay, we have a good idea. Okay, very good. So for regrets, guys, we have a structure that we will use. Okay, and I'm going to teach you that today. All right, first, I want to remember something with you guys. Do you remember how to express wishes in the present? Oh, desearía tener un carro rojo. How do you express that in English?
I wish I had a red car.
Very good. I wish I had a red car. Very good. This is to express a wish in the present. Okay. So this structure, we will not use it for regrets. Okay. Because sometimes, hey, I didn't have called you. No te hubiera llamado. And we use the simple past for that. And that is not correct because the simple past is used here to express wishes in the present. So how do express regret in the past? We will use this past perfect. Okay. Imagine, imagine that you went in the last match. You went to watch the soccer match Alianza versus FAS. Okay, that was terrible. Okay, and I know that is sad and we don't want to talk about that, but just for the example, imagine that you were there and you were regretting. At that point, you were regretting. You were telling to yourself, desearía nunca haber venido. How do you say that? Porque usted ya vino, ¿ok? Usted ya está allí. Desearía no haberlo hecho. So, eso es una regret in the past. How do you express that in English? You will use past perfect. So, how do you say, ojalá o desearía nunca haber venido?
I regret. I regret going. I mean, I regret going to the match.
Okay, very good. This is another possibility, okay? But in this case, we will use regret in the past form. Oh, no, I'm sorry. What we will do is this. I regret, and you can use having gone. That's another possibility. But this is not what we will learn today. We are going to learn past perfect. So how do we pass this? Our main verb is going to be the verb go. Oh, actually not go, come, because you were there already, okay? So what we will do is, I wish I had never come, came, or how do we use the verb here? For the past perfect. I wish I had never come to this game. Desearía no haber venido a este juego. All right? I wish I hadn't. Whoops. I hadn't come to this game. Desearía no haber venido a este juego. Okay, this is the negative form for the past perfect. Okay, guys, is this clear? Yes? Yes or no? Is that a no or is that a yes?
I think is a we need more examples to completely understand it.
Okay, Kevin, tell me something that you regret about you did or not in the past.
Um, I regret I hadn't buy the Zelda Breath of the Wild earlier.
Okay, very good. All right. So in this case, what we will do is, because that in Spanish is not the one that we will use in English, okay? We will not use I regret, okay? We will not use I regret. What we will do is we will just regret, okay? Without saying I regret, you will regret. So I wish I had purchased Zelda Breath of the Wild earlier. Why? Because it is awesome. Okay, so I wish I had purchased Zelda Breath of the Wild earlier, but you didn't do, and you regret that. Is this clear? No, teacher, that is not clear. Is it clear, guys, or no? No?
I think we need more practice, teacher.
Okay. And this is not the
You-
class for today. This is just an introduction, okay? I'm going to show you the class.
I
But
only
remember,
I only have a question if you will always use past perfect in this case.
that will depend of what you regret or what you want to say. But this is the one that we are going to use in general for things that you regret in the past, okay? If you didn't do something in the past and you regret, you will use this. No other way. I wish I had studied more. I wish I had never left my old job. Okay? Yes, I'm regretting that I left my job. Desearía nunca haber dejado mi trabajo, desearía haber estudiado más. I wish I had never met you. Desearía nunca haberte conocido. Me arrepiento de haberte conocido. So, this is how we use it. Okay? I wish I had never met you. Dije algo malo y me arrepiento. ¿Cómo diríamos eso? Ah, desearía nunca haberlo dicho. How do you say that in English?
I wish I had never said them.
Exactly. Hey, I wish I had never said that. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Okay? Yeah, so you're regretting something you did or you didn't do. So this is the structure, guys, that we will use. Past, perfect, for regrets in the past. Is it clearer right now? Yes? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Carlos, is this clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Fernando, is this clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. And Heather, is this clear? Or so? Okay, guys. But as I said, this is not the class for today. This was just the introduction. Today's class is about the last conditional that we will cover, okay? We have covered conditional 1, conditional 2, and conditional 3, which is this one, okay? The third conditional. Very good. Do you have an idea about what this is, guys? And what's the use for the third conditional? Oops. No? Okay, we will learn about this. The third conditional is the second thing or the second structure that you can use for a regret in the past, okay? The third conditional, but this is more complex, okay, than only using I wish. The I wish structure is the easiest way. Oh, I wish I had never eaten this because I didn't like it, okay? So now this is a little bit more complex, okay? But that's why we are here, because we are leveling up your English. So third conditional or a past condition. What is the use? We will use it to express a past regret, okay? Or we will use for this mainly. Imagine a different outcome. That's why this is a conditional, all right? Very good. We have an example here. If I had studied harder, I would have passed the test. This is third conditional, the pure third conditional structure. We have an if clause and we have a would clause. The if clause is this. We will use past perfect. Do you remember this? Ah, I wish I had studied harder. Easier, right? But if you want to also give the outcome, okay, we will use this structure. If I had studied harder, I would have passed the test. What is the tense that we will use for the condition, guys? Okay, what tense is the first one? What tense is this one?
First
The
one,
first one is past perfect, right?
Past perfect. Exactly. Past perfect. We will use past perfect in the if clause. And the if clause is the imagined condition. So this one will be our condition, okay? If I had studied harder, if I hadn't said that, that is the condition. That didn't happen, okay? So that's the reason we will use two past tenses. So the perfect tenses, past perfect and present perfect. Here we have the present perfect. Have, which is the auxiliary, it's conjugated in the present form, okay? Not in the past, like in this one. So present perfect with would. I would have passed the exam. That will be the imagined outcome, okay? That will be the imagined outcome. So we have an imagined condition, unreal, this didn't happen, and this is an imagined outcome. So what is one of the characteristics of the third conditional? That is something that will not happen. Why? Because the condition and the outcome both are in the past, okay? And we cannot change past. So that means that that is something that is impossible, okay? That will never happen, okay? For example, si yo hubiera ido a Canadá en el 2017, yo me hubiera comprado una, una camisa. That is impossible because I went to Canada in 2017 and I didn't buy the um, the um, the t-shirt or the shirt because I didn't go. Okay, both the condition and the outcome are impossible. They are in the past. Okay, with this explanation, guys, is this clear?
it is.
Yes, I think it's a little bit more clear.
Okay, it's a little bit clearer, okay? What else do you think, guys? Is it difficult? You can tell me. It's easy to understand, but difficult to apply. Maybe. Okay, so for that, what we will do is this. There are two ways to use this. This is a lot of information. It's the same. Just listen. First, if we have the if clause at the beginning, we will use a comma. Okay, here. If I had planned my wedding better, I would have enjoyed it more. Okay, that is an example. If it had been a nicer day, we would have gone to the beach. If you see, what is the Spanish for this, Carlos?
Spanish. What of this? Sorry.
Yeah, what is this in Spanish? What's the meaning of this in Spanish?
Eh, si hubiera sido un buen día, hubiéramos ido a la playa.
Exactly, okay. Si hubiera estado mejor el día, hubiéramos ido a la playa. Okay, that is a condition that didn't happen, so the outcome didn't happen too. All right, so the day wasn't good and we didn't go to the beach. Very good. Now here we have another one. You can say we would have gone to the beach if it hadn't been, or if it had been a nicer day. It's the same, but the if clause, which is the condition, just goes at the end. And if it goes at the end, we will not use a comma. Okay, this is the only difference, okay? The meaning is the same, the structures are the same, okay? Very good. And here we have examples. So please help me with this example, Kevin.
Okay. If he had forgotten his umbrella, he would have gotten very wet.
Okay, and what is the Spanish for this, Kevin?
Si no se le hubiera olvidado la sombrilla, si se le hubiera olvidado la sombrilla, se hubiera mojado mucho.
Exacto, okay? That is, all right? So if he had forgotten his umbrella, he would have gotten very wet, okay? So yeah, that's the way we use this. And because, did he forget his umbrella? Yes or no?
No.
No, he didn't, okay? So that didn't happen. So that's why this is the third conditional, because it's impossible to happen now because it was in the past. So he didn't get well either. Okay, very good. Let's move on to the next one. Carlos, help me with this one.
Only translated, right? Or,
Read it in English so you get accustomed to this.
okay. If we'd known you were in the hospital, we will have come to see you.
Mhm.
Si hubiéramos sabido que estabas en el hospital, hubiéramos ido a verte.
Exactly. And what's the word that we are contracting here?
Had, right?
Had, exactly. Okay, very good. We would have come to see you. Si hubiéramos sabido que estabas en el hospital, hubiéramos venido a verte. Very good. We have another one. Please, Rudy, help me with this one.
If you hadn't eaten the whole pizza, you wouldn't have felt so sick.
Exactly. What's the Spanish?
Si, si no hubieses comido la pizza entera, no estarías enfermo. No se sentiría
Abs.
tan enfermo.
Okay. Si no te hubieras comido toda la pizza, no te hubieras sentido mal o enfermo. Okay. Very good. Yeah. So that is. Okay. Excellent. Pero, ¿se comió él toda la pizza? Yes, right, he did. So that's the reason why he felt sick. So in this case, we are talking about something that did happen, okay? And you are wishing that wouldn't happen, okay? Very good. Here, please help me with this one. Johan.
She would have bought a new car if she had gotten a raise.
What is the Spanish for that?
Ella podría haber comprado un carro nuevo si ella hubiera obtenido un aumento.
Exactly, okay. But it's not good. It's not good, it's would. Ella habría comprado un carro nuevo si hubiera obtenido un aumento. Okay, very good. And Fernando, help me with this one.
I would have called you back if my phone hadn't died. Te hubiera devuelto la llamada si mi teléfono no se hubiera quedado sin carga.
Exactly, okay. Yeah, so this is important, guys. All right, very good. So the two things happened. Okay, I didn't call you because my cell phone died. Okay, very good. Now, can you create, guys, your own examples? I included the pattern 1 and the pattern 2. You can use these patterns to create your examples, guys. So I want to listen to some of your examples, please. Mhm. You can think it in Spanish if that helps first, and then we can say that in English, or you can think it in English, whatever works best for you.
Uh, I would have been on time for the interview if I have left the house at 9.
Exactly. I would have been on time for the interview
If
if
I have left the house on time at 9.
on time or earlier. Okay. Is
Okay,
this
yeah.
okay? Okay. Is this clear? I mean, is this correct? What is the conditional clause here, guys? The if clause. Okay. Very good. And for the condition, the if clause, we use past perfect. And here we are using past perfect, so correct. And for the outcome, we will use would plus present perfect. So would have been. This is correct. Okay, very good. Another example, guys.
If I hadn't gotten sick, I would have missed. I would have missed the class.
Very good. If I hadn't got, sorry, if I hadn't gotten, you said sick, right?
Sick, yes.
Okay, I wouldn't have missed any class of this course because this is true, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, if I hadn't gotten sick, I wouldn't have missed any class of this course. What's Spanish? Si yo no me hubiera enfermado, yo no habría perdido ninguna clase de este curso. Okay? But that is impossible because it already happened the other way around. Okay, very good. So I'm very happy because my students are giving me good examples. So I need more examples, guys.
If I had won the lottery, I would have traveled to the world, around the world.
Okay. Very good. What is the condition here, Carlos?
If I had won the lottery.
Exactly. Did it happen? No, right? It didn't
No.
happen. You didn't win the lottery. So the outcome is also impossible. Okay, you didn't travel around the world. Why? Because you didn't win the lottery. You didn't win the lottery. That is correct. Okay, very nice. So the three of them are correct, guys. So you got the idea. Now, what's the only thing we need to do? We just need to practice it. Okay, so do we have more examples in this class? Another example?
I would have been happy if you have called me on my birthday.
Exactly. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Yo hubiera estado feliz si tú me hubieses o me hubieras llamado en mi cumpleaños, but you didn't do it, okay? So now you can change past, okay? So, yeah, excellent. Very good. That one is good as well. Another one? The last one?
I know is you can listen me.
Yes.
Okay, I have some issue with my microphone, but another maybe if he had been good in English, he would have got a job for international company.
Okay. We are going to hit add English. Okay, add English. Here you said?
He would have got a job from international company.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Okay, read it again, Heather, please.
If he had been good at English, he would have gotten a job for an international company.
Very good. We are going to use gotten, okay, which is the past participle that we use with the present perfect. Okay, yeah, that is totally correct, okay? Very good. And you used a different, for the first time, you used a different um, subject, okay? Very good. Okay, so this is the third conditional, guys. All right, so what we will do now is we will check here this. If I had remembered his birthday, hmm,
He wouldn't have been angry with me. He wouldn't have been so angry.
exactly, if I had remembered his birthday, he wouldn't have been so angry. Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, the children, okay, the children,
Would have gone to the park
mhm,
if the weather had been better yesterday.
exactly, okay, yeah, very good, perfect. Yep, that was perfect. The next one. Is the if clause, okay? Remember, this is the condition, is the if. So we will use past perfect. And the verb is send. Now that we understand that, it's very simple. So what is the past perfect for send?
Sent.
Okay, that's the past participle, and the past perfect conjugation is with the auxiliary have in the past, had, sent. If the authorities had sent the tornado warning sooner, fewer people would have been in danger. So what is the Spanish for this, Rudy?
Si las autoridades hubieran enviado la alerta de tornado Antes,
Ujú.
pocas personas hubieran estado en peligro.
Menos personas. Exactly, okay? Fewer is the opposite of more, okay? So good, and we learned it in this class. Very good. Okay, so guys, if you try to say this same thing using another tenses, another structure that you may invent, that would sound very awkward. So that's the reason why we need to use all the conditionals so we can sound accurate. Very good. We will move on to the next one.
I think is he would have gotten the job if he had done well at the interview.
That is exactly, okay, the answer. Exactly. Él hubiera obtenido el trabajo si lo hubiera hecho mejor en la entrevista. Imagine, okay, you are talking about two conditions. I mean, two imaginary outcomes and conditions. So that's why this is kind of difficult. But now that we know the structure, that it's a lot easier for us. We just have to stick to the structure. For the condition, which is the if clause, we will use the past perfect. And for the outcome, we will use would, have, and then the past participle of the verb. Is this clear now, guys? Yeah, this is the last example for today and the last exercise. So please help me with this one so we can get a 10 in the practice.
She would have given a better presentation if she had been better prepared.
What's the Spanish?
Ella hubiese dado una mejor presentación si ella se hubiera preparado mejor.
Hubiera estado mejor preparada. Okay, very good. Okay, guys, you see, this is not basic anymore. Okay, this is not basic at all. Okay, so this is one of the more complicated topics. So now you can say, nah, third conditional is super simple. Okay, you just use for the if clause, which is the condition, you just use the past perfect. And for the outcome, you will use would have and then the past participle of the verb. Simple as that. And what is the use of this? When you want to talk about two imaginary things, okay? A condition that didn't happen and an outcome that didn't happen because the condition wasn't met. So simple as that, okay? So third conditional is pretty simple for all of us already, as well as first conditional, second conditional as well, okay? So guys, being completely honest with yourself, how do you feel about the three conditionals that we have seen in this course? First, second, and third conditional. How do you feel about that? From 1 to 10, how do you feel about that?
For me, I would say at 7.
A 10?
7.5.
7.
7. Okay.
For me,
Okay,
no.
guys. A 7 as well. Okay. You still pass, okay, but it's very easy to get the 10, okay? You just need to remember this. And if you have forgotten already, oh, what was the first conditional, teacher? What was the use for the first conditional? Oh, what was the second conditional? Okay, if you don't remember them, we just need to review them. And tomorrow we will do a quick review. About 5 minutes, we will have everything in one slide so we can compare. Oh, the first conditional is this one. Oh, the second one was this one, and I didn't remember that yesterday. Oh, the third conditional, yes, is this one. So the difference from first, second, and third conditional is this. If you see the whole picture, maybe that's going to be easier for you to understand and to and to remember everything. Okay? So don't miss tomorrow class because we are going to work on that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining today's class. I hope you learned, and I hope to see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.